I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Midday Muscle. You know the drill. Let's go over the latest from the biggest figures in bodybuilding. Well, there is a full lineup of shows on deck for this weekend, so make sure you come back next Wednesday for a full recap of all that action. But for now, we're going to give you a few things to watch out for heading into the Toronto Pro on this Sunday, starting with the 2023 debut of Ian Valliere. Ian's coming off a long off season, and the word coming out of his camp is that he's added a good amount of quality stage weight, which they think will be one of the biggest driving forces pushing him up into the top 6 at the Olympia this year, if he snags a qualification. We know from past experience that Ian has talent to beat just about anyone in the division when he's firing on all of his cylinders. So if he comes out swinging for the fences here, I don't think it would surprise anyone if he walked out of the weekend with another W added to his resume. In addition to Ian, rumor has it that we're going to see Moshe Bond make his grand debut here as well. A few weeks ago, there was some buzz coming out of Mo's camp that he was actually going to compete at the Cal Pro, which obviously didn't end up materializing for one reason or another. So at this point, the odds are that he ends up shifting gears and making his way to Toronto, which was one of the other shows that his team was targeting in this phase of the schedule. Mo might not get as much attention as someone like Ian, who has a more well-rounded resume, but make no mistake about it, he is more than capable of holding his own here. So if he goes out there and really nails it with his conditioning, he could easily be in the mix for a top 3 spot here. Mustafa is also slated to make his season debut in Toronto here as well. And assuming he comes in and picks up where he left off last year, you'd imagine that he'll also be in that mix in that top 3. Out of the 3 names we've covered so far, our writer Corey thinks Hassan is the one that has the most to gain with a good showing, because he was so good during the regular season last year, and the way it all unfolded at the end because of those health issues makes it feel like he's got some unfinished business to attend to. So that Hassan we saw last year was lights out for 90% of the season, and in all honesty, probably stepped up and became the type of bodybuilder that we've all wanted him to be since he came onto this scene. So, if he can right the ship here by potentially coming out with a W, I think it will go a long way toward reminding everyone why he was widely considered to be one of the most improved athletes in all of bodybuildingdom last year. And last but certainly not least, we want to take a moment before we sign off today to celebrate the legacy of Mighty Mike Quinn, one of Arx Muscle's old friends, who passed away earlier this week at the age of 61. Our younger fans out there may not be familiar with Mike, including me, but to bodybuilding fans who were around to see Mike at his peak during the 80s and 90s, they're going to remember him forever as one of the most charismatic and likable athletes of his generation. During his incredible career, Mike was blessed to share the stage with some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, including 8-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney at the 1988 Mr. Olympia, where he landed a career-best 5th place. We just want to take this time to wish all of Mike's family and his friends our deepest condolences as they celebrate his life and mourn his passing. And we ask that you lift them all up in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. Rest in peace, Mike.